Skyblivion is the ultimate fan-made experience for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, bringing the game into the newer engine of the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. There are more than 50 plus volunteers working on the project, which started back in 2012. The mod will most likely be released in 2025 on PC. The Skyblivion team took part in the C3 Community Creations Con, which was held on Feb 2nd, 2024. The full stream's link is in the description for your reference. This month's update was showcased by Rebel's Eyes, the project lead, and Fish Fiend, one of the quest developers. In this video here, I will showcase interesting sections from the stream, as well as insight from the developers and some of my observations. So let's get started, shall we? As soon as Rebel's Eyes steps out into the Cyrodiil wilderness, he gets blasted by an imp. These guys, man, I have not played Oblivion for many years and I forgot about these pesky creatures. We get to see the new imp model, which has unique custom-made flapping wings. Also observe the sword used to kill the imp is the Blackwater Blade, which has an enchantment Absorb Fatigue 20 points for 12 seconds. The blade is given to you by Selena, the leader of the Blackwater Brigands, a minor non-joinable faction in Oblivion. As we moved on to Cloud Top, the mountain and ruined fort northwest of Chorrol, Rebel's Eyes said they are trying to finalize and polish areas and revamp quest areas and Aelid ruins. Cloud Top is a location you reach as you work on a quest for the Chorrol Mages Guild, and the devs showed some aerial views of these ruins. In Oblivion, it was just some rubble with a pillar, but in Skyblivion, they made it into an imposing ruined fort. Rebel's Eyes said the level designers create structures like this based on ideas in concept art created by other devs, and he really enjoyed working on this one. And definitely the view from Cloud Top is fantastic. If the Piece de Resistance for Skywind is Vivek City and Bardau, here it is the Imperial City. From any point in Cyrodiil, the lowest point is the Imperial City. So from any point on the map, you can actually see the magnificence of the Imperial City. Next, the team fast traveled to North Country Stables, which is south of Chorrol, and then we get our first sight of carriages in Skyblivion. Yay! Horse carriages are stationed outside each city for low-friendly travel. The late evening lighting here was stunning, and we get to see the massive gates of Chorrol City. It really looks imposing. We also get a view of the city gates from far, and it looks great from here too. We then walked to the Colovian highlands. They showed a unique looking tree on this island. The tree is in the middle of a lake. It really stands out, especially with the barren hills in the background. I just love the design of the tree. Rebel's Eyes did say that once the main quest starts, an Oblivion gate will spawn here and destroy the tree. As of now, the main quest is not implemented. This is the last major milestone for the project, which involves getting those Oblivion gates to open up and working on the realms of Meru's Dagon. The Shrine of Sanguine, the Daedric Prince, was showcased. The first thing I noticed was that the shrine was so colorful. I love the flowers, the hanging lamps, and the NPC playing the flute. How charming. And then you had the shrine itself, which was hilarious. Is Sanguine drinking Cyrodiilic brandy? What is he doing? Such a well-designed shrine. I adore the creativity here. What do you guys think about the design? Do you like it or is it too much? You need to offer Cyrodiilic brandy to Sanguine, and we take a look at the 3D model of that bottle. Looks really cool. And Sanguine starts talking to us.
Another mortal. Come to beg Sanguine to add a bit of spice to an otherwise drab existence. I would have you perform a service for me. The castle Leowin is a dull, dreary place. The mistress is an especially somber soul, and tomorrow she will hold another excruciating dinner party. I want you to liven it up. Use this spell on the Countess and her guests. I think it will make the party much more interesting.
I can tell.
You should probably try to be inconspicuous, or they might kill you. Oh, and the party is by invitation only. You'll have to find a way in. Have fun.
As we walk in the Westfield region, which is an open countryside of southern Cyrodiil, well known for its vineyards and tomato farms, my immediate observation was that the landscape is so colorful, and flowers on the grass, you have multicolored leaves on trees. Looks really bright. I also wanted to showcase another insanely colorful area of Skyblivion, which was shown in a stream a year ago. We are here in the Fall Forest, which is again a very colorful autumn-like area of the game. The team said that they were very lucky to find a talented lighting artist who made all the colors pop and made the world pretty without doing any post-processing. The team is very happy with the result. I love it. In Skyblivion, many regions are warm, colorful, which is not the same in the real world, and it's nice to walk around such locations. Kudos to the developers for capturing the spirit of Cyrodiil. What do you guys think about colorful Cyrodiil? During this walk, Rebel Size was talking about how the next year and a half will involve a lot of playtesting, bug fixing, and the entire team will be involved in this process to polish every aspect of the mod. As we walk past the city walls of Skingrad, we see a beautiful windmill and many farmhouses. We also get to see the massive walls of the city of Skingrad. Amazing. Rebel Size did say that Skyblivion 1.0 release will be a huge event in the Bethesda community's history. Once the first version is out, the team will work on bug fixing and DLC. There are a lot of ideas within the team that may go in DLC, so version 1.0 of Skyblivion is just the beginning, and the team will support and add to the mod for a long time. That is music to my ears, because we are dealing with a creation engine here, and all sort of bugs will surely crop up, and the fact that the team is ready to support the mod with updates is fantastic. The team is also interested to see what the modding community does with Skyblivion. For example, a full-fledged follower mod for Skyblivion would be fantastic to have. The possibilities are endless. Random encounters add a lot of life to Skyrim. The team is adding a lot of random encounters in Skyblivion too. In this example, we see some dead bodies on the road, and the scavenger archer is ready to attack you. If you observe carefully, the player uses the legendary sword Umbra, which also absorbs the soul of the archer into a soul gem. Here's another example of the Umbra in Skyblivion. This sword appears in both Morrowind and Oblivion, and it's great to see it here in Skyblivion. As we start walking towards the town of Bruma, we start encountering the snowy part of Cyrodiil. Fish Fiend said that they were able to utilize a lot of Skyrim assets for the Chorrol Mountains. The old terrain looks drag and grey, but then they also have added new design which is white and snowy. The team will have to generate LODs that properly show off the area with the new design. So there is still some work pending. We also get a beautiful view of Bruma and the gates. As we enter the city of Bruma, I love the lighting and the bright snow on the roof of the homes and on top of buildings. The Great Hall of Bruma really looks great. We also take a closer look at the King and Queen of Bruma. The texture of that shield is stunning. As we enter the Boreal stone cave near Bruma, you find a small frozen pond and a hulking forest troll. Then we see a natural path to the upper level where you see an opening to the outside world. The skylight adds to the atmosphere and design of the cave. It looks really cool. After dealing with the troll, we go upstairs and meet a Dunmer Rhaenil Drelas, who is a vampire hunter. This is a part of a Bruma city quest called a Brotherhood Betrayed. Here you fight and kill Rhaenil, which ultimately leads you to a unique item called the Phylactery of Litheness, which bumps your speed attribute by 10. Hackdirt is a village with an inn south of Chorrol. If you have played Oblivion, we know that villagers are notoriously intolerant to outsiders. The team has nailed the spooky feeling of the great forest of Hackdirt, and the town is in general disarray. The weather here is always foggy, which adds to the atmosphere. We then enter Hackdirt Caverns, which is really spooky. The team has done a great job making Hackdirt Caverns appropriately ominous.
Good lord.
Finally, we were shown the beautiful shrine of Molag Bal, which is at north of Skingrad. The design and lighting looks really good. We also wander into the redwood forest nearby. Looks amazing as well. We started by facing an imp and end by defeating another imp. Surely imps are a common enemy in Skyblivion. With that, we come to the end of this month's Skyblivion update. Of course, we won't have a stream every month from the devs from now onwards, as we focus on the 2025 release. So we won't have a stream recap like this episode next month, but I'll try to gather information, get some questions answered, and show some screenshots in the coming months. So guys, what are you looking forward to in Skyblivion? The main quest, faction quests, just wandering around Cyrodiil? I look forward to reading all your comments. I shall see you again next month for another update. May the divines watch over you.